Our featured role model for this episode is Mr. Saginaw Grant.
Saginaw was born at the Pawnee Indian Hospital in Oklahoma in 1936.
During his early life, he took on a variety of jobs, from the dry cleaning business to working for the Bureau of Indian Affairs. His interactions with people gave him the opportunity to learn about other cultures.
Saginaw continues to act in television, on stage, and in films.
Saginaw was also the delegate to the United Nations Conference on Human Rights.
Now let's go to Carly Kohler at the LA Skins Music Festival, where On Native Ground interviewed Mr. Saginaw Grant.
Hello, I'm Carly Kohler, and you're on Native Ground. How did you become involved in acting?
I'm a writer, and I was holding a seminar. One of the clients in the seminar came and asked me if I could do a commercial. And I said, yeah. He said, okay, what have you done? I said, well, I was a reindeer in a Christmas play, my first grade. And then I stopped, and he said, is that it? I said, yeah, that's it. And I did 2 commercials, actually. Frank Rodham, an English director, happened to be in San Francisco. And he seen the commercial in his hotel room one night. He found me, and he said, Mr. Grant, he said, would you like to come to Hollywood? I said, well, yeah, I guess I would. He said, I'll pay for your expenses. I'll pay for you coming down and taking a screen test. So that's how I got started in the movies, maybe 30 years ago.
So, came a long way from the little reindeer, huh?
Yeah.
Did the first people you meet in the movie business, did they become your lifelong mentors?
Everyone helped me and made suggestions. I did meet a gentleman that really made an impression on me, and that was Dan George. And everything that he said was told to me by my own grandpas and grandmas. And I knew that he was authentic. I knew that he believed in everything he was telling me. And so I really listened to him. Today it's a shame that we're losing some of our traditions. We're not keeping track of the things that we need to keep track of, especially our young people. We need to tell them stories. We need to tell them how to live their life. We all know right from wrong. We all know that. But sometimes you need a little bit encouragement or a little bit advice to make that difference. The things that I remember that caused me a lot of grief growing up was the things that I thought I knew, but I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about life. Very disheartening when I actually sat down and looked at myself. I was hurting my people, and I thought I was having fun. I thought I was doing what everyone else was doing, But I found out that it's not the way. And I came back to our traditions and our way of life. So that's how I live my life today. I start my day off with a prayer in the mornings. And that's the highlight of my day. That moment that I talk to the Creator. Talk to Him several times a day.
Do you have any favorite acting roles that you've done?
Yeah, I guess about the first movie that I was in, it was called War Party with Anthony Hopkins. And him and Harrison Ford were my favorite actors. And I liked the role that I had with him. It was called The World's Fastest Indian. It was about a motorcycle. It wasn't about me. I enjoy what I'm doing now, and I'm working with Johnny Depp and the Lone Ranger.
Do you enjoy working with Johnny Depp?
Yeah, he's quite a person. He's very sincere, and he knows a lot of things about our way of life. I don't know who taught him, probably some of his grandfolks, and I appreciate because I can talk to him. There was a lot of criticism about Johnny being Tonto. He got Cherokee blood in him, so he's an Indian. And everybody said, we got a lot of Indian actors that can play Tonto, but a lot of our people aren't as big as he is and don't have that draw. People don't understand that, and they criticize him, but they don't even know him. He's the one that really put some of his money in making this film, because Disney was going to back out. But he said, no, this has to be made. And you'll find out when it does come out. It's not going to be like Tonto and Lone Ranger that you've seen before or heard about before. It's going to be completely different.
It's nice to hear from someone who actually has gotten to know him. Is there any advice you would like to give to young aspiring artists?
Yes, I would suggest that they listen to their elders, listen to the stories that they tell. a lot of the stories that they tell are the things that films are made about, and understand what they have to do to get to that place there and accept it and do their best at whatever they do. We all have a niche that we are talented in, whether it be acting, a mechanic, or whatever it is. Whatever you choose to do it with your whole body, with your whole heart, with your whole being, and you'll succeed.
Thank you so much, and I'm very honored to have gotten to interview with you. I'm Carly Kohler, and you're on Native Ground.